Well, here's this Christmas's biggest, hottest retail item. How did I get my hands on it? Stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. Alright, what do you know, what do you do, what do you say, my YouTube viewers? Retro Pro Frank back with another installment. Today we have an unboxing video and a bit of a review. We're going to look at this this beautiful little, cute little system here by Nintendo, the NES Classic. I finally got my hands on this, guys. You have to see what scalpers are asking for this thing. I've seen it $200-300. I've seen it even up to $1,000 Canadian, which is absurd. Okay, because it does retail for $79.99 in Canada here. So, like, I don't okay it at all. Okay, you know, guys, don't be scalping these things. Okay, Nintendo makes it hard enough to get your hands on it already as is. So, you know, why would you do that? So yeah, I paid $120 for this guy, and I did take a look at it yesterday when I met up with him because I wanted to make sure there wasn't a brick inside. So I did kind of open this yesterday, but I did not try it yet. So we're going to do an unboxing, so let's do that now. So in the front of the NES Classic, you have the games included, 30 classic NES games, Nintendo. On the side here, it just talks about the classic controller, and it's a couple different languages, a little 8-bit link, which is awesome. In the back, this looks really good, Retro Blast from the Past. Okay, you can see all the games there, okay, and then on this side it just talks about the console, okay, Retro Blast from the Past with the return of all-time favorites Nintendo, okay. So let's crack this guy open for the second time, but it'll be the first time for you guys. You can be very careful. Oh, that's pretty cool, look at that. Now you're playing with power. Okay, so we're going to open up these flaps here, and this is pretty close to the original box. It looks pretty cool. It's got a couple tabs here, so let's just pull this guy out right now. And there she is. There we go, just readjusted the camera a little bit. So here's the package information of everything, I'm guessing. I don't know what's in here. So I know that there's a code here, so I will be covering it. There's some sort of code that you get points or whatever. I actually thought Nintendo stopped doing that, but... And then here's the manual and the warranty. It's a fold-out manual. Okay, and here is another instruction manual, but this is actually a poster. It's a beautiful poster. Just so you guys know, I measured it last night because I really want to get this framed, just with a plain frame, and you can see how beautiful that is. Okay, guys, sorry I'm not too backed up on it, but now you're playing with power. Shows Rob the Robot. Okay, this is awesome. This is going to get framed. And just so you guys know, if you guys are planning on getting one of these and you want to frame this, the size of the actual poster itself was 14¼ by 18¼ Okay, so if you guys need a frame, okay, there you guys go. So there's this, there's the instructions and all that out of the way. Excellent. Wow, look at the system. Look how small it is. Okay, so I guess we'll open up this guy. What's in here? So this opens up here, okay, and I'm thinking, yep, this is the controller here. Wow, that's a very nice controller. Beautiful. It feels pretty good. I have an original here. So this is an original from back in the 80s here, and here's the NES Classic. They look pretty much identical, okay, same size, same everything. Just gonna feel these buttons here. These feel a little bit stiffer, okay, but I mean, they actually feel really good. They feel almost identical. The D-pad, maybe just because this is new, it's a little bit stiffer, but yeah. Okay, so that's that. Let's take the twist tie off. I just want to take this time to wish everybody a Merry Christmas as well. Everyone watching this video. So, and I like to keep all this packaging. That's just the way I am. Another twist tie here. Okay. And then we have the controller with a really short cord. Okay, people are really upset about this. Like, I'm sorry I can't get it in the shot here, but like, we're talking, I folded over once. I think it's like a 2-foot cord. Like, look at that, guys. I'm sorry about the angle here, but that's terrible. The regular Nintendo controller, sorry, the first one is like, we're talking, I'm gonna fold it over here. The Classic, I was able to get it in the shot. I can't get this in the shot. So I'm gonna fold it over one more time just to show you the size difference. So I still can't get it in the shot, and it was folded over twice. So, you know what, Nintendo, that's kind of cheap, to tell you the truth. You guys could have put a little bit of a longer cord on this. Now, the thickness of this cord and the thickness of this cord, let's take a look at that now and compare. You know what, the newer one is a little bit thinner. You see that, guys? Skimping out where they can, I guess. So there's the controller out of the way, okay? So we're going to put the controller there, okay? Then inside the box we have the, I'm pretty sure it's the power supply here. And does it say Nintendo on it? No, it doesn't say. It says light on. You know, this should have been branded Nintendo, I think. What do you guys think? Does it really matter? It would have been nice if that was branded Nintendo. So this is obviously some kind of third-party power supply. Okay. And now, wow, that's small. And it's light, but it's got some girth. So now here's the unwrapping of the actual system itself. Let's have a look. This is what I've been waiting for, boys and girls. Look at that. Wow, she's so small. This is beautiful. Okay, the plastic feels good. It feels pretty much close to the original. Okay, the buttons do push in. A little mini power button and the reset button. The reset button feels kind of, I don't know, kind of cheap, you know. Power button itself feels a little bit cheap as well. So here's the front. Here's the right side, here's the back. Okay, so there's your power in and your HDMI out. Okay, and here's the other side, and on the bottom here, this says that it's a Nintendo Entertainment System model CLV001. This device complies with part 15, blah, 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 and who cares? Okay, so this doesn't open. Now, just so you guys get a feeling of the size here, here's an original Nintendo here, okay? So that's the original NES, and here's the Mini. So we're talking like, when they call it the NES Mini, yes, it's the NES Mini. Here's a controller. So you can see the size differences really, like the Mini lives up to its name. Like that's the width of a controller perfectly. So there's the fronts, here's the sides, you can see the thickness difference. Oop, there goes the box. See the thickness difference? Okay, but it is a scaled down replica of the original. Actually, the red is a little bit off, eh? See that? That looks like more of an orange than anything. And the original looks like a red. You see that difference there? They could have went a little bit darker shade of red there. And at the bottom of the box, there's still some more goodies, okay? There's two more items. We have a pretty decent looking HDMI cable. And is it Nintendo branded? No, it is not. Yeah, it is. It is. So this is a Nintendo branded HDMI cable, okay, guys? So you know what comes with this. And then we have just a USB for power that gets plugged into your power brick. I'm just checking to see if it's Nintendo labeled, and I don't see it anywhere. So this is just a normal third-party power supply. Okay. Yeah, it's actually in Chinese, and it's in a bunch of different languages, so we're going to have to use this. Alright, so here's the power here. We're going to take this out like this. We'll put the original back. And, you know, this cable's a bit short too, to be honest. It's a little bit longer than the actual controller. Okay, you can see the way that this looks here. I have never seen one that looks like this design. And there's no brands on any of it. So we're going to just plug this in here into the DC out. or the DC in, sorry. Clicks in there really good. And then you would take this end here and plug it in. Now let's read the power specs on this. So this system needs 6.2 volts, 1 amp. So 1000 milliamp hours and 6.2 volts to run. A cell phone, for example, a cell phone adapter is only 5 volts, so it might work, but it might underpower it. And it might not operate well, and it wouldn't be good for the system, so I do suggest using the original that comes with it. Guys, we're going to move this into the computer room where I do most of my testing. Okay, we're going to hook it up to a monitor that has game mode, and we're going to just try out a couple games. It's not going to be like a long trial. We're just going to take a look at the system, how it runs, the operation system, and we're also going to take a look and see how she feels. Okay guys, so I'm in my testing area here. This is where I do all my video editing and stuff. I got my CRT TV in here, so when I test the older systems, okay? So I got it all hooked up right there. Sorry about the shaky camera. It's only going to be for a second, guys, okay? So everything's all hooked up right there. And let's turn her on and get into some gameplay. So, okay, so right away we're greeted with a screen here, okay? So obviously we're English, so we're going to press OK. This is awesome, guys. Are you guys excited or what? Okay, so we got right away Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 1 and 2, Donkey Kongs, Double Dragon, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy. Oh wow, and I can save this too, eh? What's this? So there's no data. Look, you press down and you get this guy. What's all up there? Display, options, languages. What's this? Manuals. Oh, it's got a little thing of manuals. That's pretty cool. Okay, then we got Galaga, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's. Excellent, excellent game there, guys. I remember renting that back in the day. Mario Brothers, the arcade version, well, a port of the arcade version. Mega Man 2. They should have put Part 3 as well, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Metroid. I never really got into this, but since now we can do save states, I might actually get into this. We got Ninja Gaiden, or Gaiden. Excuse me, sorry. Now this Pac-Man here, see, this is pretty funny here, guys. Now, this is the Namco version Pac-Man. This isn't, like, I think there's about 4 or 5 different versions of Pac-Man for the NES collection for NES, right? So this is a Namco version. I'm going to keep my eyes on the price. Currently, today, it's around the $40–50 range for the Namco version Pac-Man. It's actually one of the harder ones to get and one of the more expensive ones to get. I'm going to see if that goes down in the price since the release of this system, 2016, December 25th, Christmas Day. So that'd be curious to see over the years, okay? And then we got Punch-Out! It's not Mike Tyson's, it's featuring Mr. Dream. If it was Mike Tyson, they would have to pay him again, probably royalties. Star Tropics, which actually was a game released in the USA only, never released in Japan. And it actually came in the manual. It was like a piece of paper, and you would actually, I think you would wet it or put it under a certain light, and it would give you a certain code to get by in a game. I'm wondering how they're going to do this here, if it's in their actual manuals up here. We got Super Contra. I'm not a very big fan of that. If I had to go with any Contra, I'd go with the original Contra. I don't know why they put the Super C, but hey, at least you got a Contra. Then we got the original classic Mario Brothers, which was revolutionary at the time when it came out. Super Mario 2, which is pretty much it's a toss-up between Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3 to me of my favorite Mario. I'd probably go more with the 2. Favorite football sports game besides Baseball Stars, Tecmo Bowl. That's just the best football game on the system. And then we have the Legends of Zelda, which I gotta get my boy Sesmo down here to actually to beat it for me. And then we have the Adventures of Link. People put this game down all the time, but I actually prefer the Legends of the Adventures of Link a little bit better than the Legends of Zelda. And then we're back in the beginning. Now this kind of stuff, this is cool to me because I've never seen any of this. So we got a display. So we've got a CRT filter, which does like a fuzzy image, a 4:3, and a pixel perfect. So we're gonna keep it on the 4:3. There's options here. There's a demo, shut off, screen burn in, reset factory settings. What's the demo about? I don't know. Maybe when you start it up. Okay. I don't know what the demo is. Okay, then we got a language. Then we got the manuals. Let's look at the manuals here. So, okay, so you need to use a smart device to scan. Okay, guys, so let's get into some gameplay here. I want to play a game that I'm very familiar with. Okay, so let's just I'm familiar with all of them, but just for the sake of you know, to see how the controls and the emulation really is, even though NES emulation has been perfected over 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I want to actually play the punch out. So select means sort. I don't know what the heck that does. Anyway, so we're going to start the game here. Okay, I got the volume off, guys. Sorry about the boring, no volume here. And let's just go to new. Let's just see how I do against Glass Joe real quick. Now this is a pretty precise game when it comes to, you know, actually playing it. You got to be bang on with timing. So I'm not the greatest at this game, but I'm not the worst at this game. I've been playing it for a while. So let's just see how she feels. This is the type of game where, you know, your controller's got to be good. No distractions. Glass Joe is easy enough to beat, unless you're like using a keyboard or something. So yeah, it actually feels really good. People are saying they can't beat Mr. Dream, but I don't know. I haven't had a problem. Is there a way to get out of this without resetting? So okay, yeah, it actually feels pretty good. You know, I'm gonna test this a little bit better. So let's reset the system here. We're gonna hit the reset button here, and we've been brought back out. So now something's floating there. I guess this is like a continuation. So if you want to save it, we can save it. There we go. Wow, look at that, eh? So if I want to play from that, I guess I could just start again from there. Let's try Ninja Gaiden real quick. I used to call it Ninja Gaiden from forever. Let's just see how she feels. Sorry about the camera angle here, guys. I'm not going to hook up a capture card just for something like this. This isn't... The buttons are really good. You know, the controller feels really good. Okay, this is another game that's pretty intense when it comes to the button timing. Yeah, it feels really good. This new controller is yeah, it feels really good actually. So I was going to test out my light up NES controller, my modded NES controller, but I can't do that because it's not the same port. And I better shut up because I'm actually taking a beating pretty bad. So yeah, that feels pretty good. Let's see if we can get to the first boss. Or maybe even beat the first boss. We're just going to do this quick. Okay. We got the standard 4:3, and I might change that. I like, you know, having a little bit wider. I don't know what the pixel perfect is, but okay, so well, actually it's really responsive. It feels really good. It feels like the original NES cartridge. Okay, see if we can do something here to the boss. Guys, look out, here he comes. Yeah, it doesn't feel the... It feels the exact same actually. So there we go, there's Ninja Gaiden. Let's reset it here. And we might as well, you know, just save this because I was in it. And yeah, I don't know, everything feels pretty good. Let's try out Super Mario Brothers 1. Sorry that you guys can't hear the music. You know, I got some music playing in the background of this video. And it feels a little... I don't know if it's just because I haven't played it in a while. Actually, should I go for the free man? Is it still there? Where is it? Man, I'm terrible now. at this game. What, is there no free man here? Oh, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say, it's the exact same ROM, so... Haven't played the original Mario in a while. Anyway, so, yeah. Alright, so let's reset the system here. So, you know what, guys? It does feel, from what I've played so far, and I've been playing this my whole life, it feels pretty much identical to the original NES. So, you know, if there's new people that, you know, they've grew up with it, but they don't want to drop a whole bunch of cash, like if you were to add up all these games, it'd be like well over the $500-600 mark plus the system easily. So for somebody like that wants to play these games, but they don't want to start collecting, and they don't want to go to eBay paying those prices, or they don't want to go to any events, any game exchanges or anything, game swaps or anything like that, this is a great emulated little package that you get for the price. You can't go wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. What do you guys think? Did you guys get the Nintendo NES Mini? Did you play retail? Just leave a comment in the bottom there, and if you guys don't mind, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Give me a thumbs down if you hate everything about life and you're just a miserable son of a gun. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini review on the NES Classic Mini. This is Retro Pro Frank, and I'm out. Guys, thanks for watching the video. If you guys like this video, go ahead and press the like button below, and you guys can leave some comments below in the comments section of the video. Please share this video on Facebook pages to your friends and family, as well as if you guys like this video, please subscribe. This is Retro Pro Frank. Thanks for watching. I'm out.